Hey everyone, it is Wednesday, April 20th. Good evening.
Oh
I'm
shit. That's right. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm Brian Cartwright, and for some reason, surprised is Rocky Hardy.
Well, you know me, I live in a perpetual state of surprise. Hi everyone, how are you doing?
Okay, well, what led to this particular surprise?
I forgot that we were in the future today. I did. I forgot. It
Yeah,
happens.
okay, fair enough. I'm also joined today by Tegan Somerset.
You are. Congratulations.
You're congratulating us for being here with you, Teeks?
Yeah, exactly. You get to bask in my presence. It's fine.
Okay, cool. Got it.
All right.
Sorry, I killed a dragon like 2 weeks ago, and I'm living in it.
I mean, I respect it.
Yeah.
Tegan, I think I saw like a very long Twitter thread of yours about
Yeah.
like tabletop role playing games, and I think that you were doing something like like petting a dragon's tummy, or I don't know.
That was where we were killing the dragon, yeah.
Yeah.
I almost died. I almost died real bad, real fast. It was great. For people who don't know, I play a tabletop Dungeons and Dragons group, and the last time we met was in November, because we play IRL. So we don't always get to meet up that often. Right now, because there's a whole Panini press continuing. And so I live tweeted our battle with a black dragon. It went better than expected because we weren't in its lair, and I distracted it by offering to do like a Better Homes and Gardens tour to find it a new home. Instead of the swamp it was in. Partway through my 20 minutes of discussing home options for this dragon, my party realized that I was just vamping to buy them time to reposition themselves because everyone was directly behind me, and I am a 54 HP sorcerer. So it only took 10 minutes for them to figure that out. And we did get he couldn't get his acid breath back to save his skin, so he did only get to use it once in the fight, which was good.
You were vamping for 10 minutes?
I was vamping for 10 minutes on a Better Home and Gardens tour. Yeah. I was like, oh, well, we actually have already been commissioned to rehome a turtle dragon. They want a new lagoon to live in. So I'm sure it would be easy enough for me to find a nice place for an excellent black dragon lord such as yourself. God damn. Good. College of Eloquence. Mwah. Beautiful. 10 out of 10. Will continue to accept that every time I become a bard.
Oh god, alright.
I can't roll lower than a 10 on a persuasion roll.
I mean, that's nice to have in your pocket.
It is
Not gonna
excellent.
lie.
It does a great thing at disarming the people you're talking to's suspicion of you. It's just oh yeah, we have tribute. Here's a vial of Kraken blood from a creature that we killed at the beginning of the campaign that the DM forgot I had with me. And also, have you considered moving out of this swamp into something that's a little more hospitable?
There might be something in the air. My wife finished up her multi-year D&D campaign on Friday.
Cool.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
They too killed a dragon.
How many people died?
From what I understand, none.
Ooh,
Okay.
Congrats.
Yeah. And she has a different game that she plays in on alternating weeks with a sci-fi theme where there's spaceships and faster than light travel and lasers and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And from what I understand, they did a space. I understand less about that game. So, and that game also wrapped up after multiple years. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah. 'Tis the time for tabletop games to come to an end.
But this isn't the end. We're in the middle of the campaign. Not even. We're doing all of our characters. There's only 4 of us, so we are the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
But we've been summoned to stop the apocalypse instead, because it's not the right time for the apocalypse, apparently. So we're very, very powerful, and we spend 99% of our time just messing around. Our monk literally jumped into the dragon's mouth because they thought that was a good idea and summoned an alligator inside them. So...
Wait, your monk can summon alligators?
Yeah, our monk got a cool magic tattoo that lets him summon an alligator.
Alright, for sure.
He got it from some lizard folk. He can only do it once before a long rest, though. So
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
You know, alligators are definitely busy. They got full schedules.
They do.
I can only do most things once before a long rest, so that's definitely
fair.
relatable.
I can do lots of things multiple times before a long rest, but that's because I function at an 11 at all times, so it's all good.
I have no idea what I'm capable of.
God has not tried to test you yet. It's coming.
You know, like, either saying, like, I have no idea what I'm capable of is either deeply relatable or creepy or both.
Hey, that's my sweet spot.
From what I understand, we're a podcast about video games.
Yeah, I think that's the understanding. I think that's the brand that we've been building.
Yeah. And speaking of the brand that we've been building, I just wanted to thank everybody who took the time to complete our listener survey, and just wanted to let you know that it's still available if you haven't.
Yeah, it'll be available until the beginning of May.
Yep.
I have just arbitrarily decided the cutoff date.
It is currently pinned on our Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
So if you mosey on over to Impossible Coin's Twitter, our pinned tweet has a link to the survey. So if you have not completed it, feel free to. If you have completed it, you try and do something like log in with a different email address to take it again, you suck. Don't do that.
No, do it. Do it. Try to trick us. Phrase your responses slightly differently and see if we can't figure out who you are.
Do not be a trash goblin. Don't do that.
Troll our Twitter.
Yeah, no, we encourage trash goblins, right? I thought that's part of our brand.
I guess that comes down to whether or not we consider Tommy Tallarico a trash goblin.
Nah, he's a goon. He's not a goblin.
He's a fool.
A goonblin?
As long as it's the GH Goomblin, I don't care. I think.
Marky Marky, my Ferrari.
Oh my god.
Good lord. I think we're going to talk a little bit about Mr. Tallarico later. What's going on with y'all?
Rocky, you go first. Rocky, you go first.
I'm trying to throw to somebody here.
Yeah, you're trying to throw. You're trying to throw, and I'm saying Rocky's gonna catch.
Okay, that's fine. I can catch it. It's fine. I've been playing video games. I've been playing a handful of things. I'm not prepared to talk about a lot of stuff, but there is one thing that I do want to talk about. It is from Square Enix. I'm not talking about Kingdom Hearts right now, but there's a game that was quietly released called Dungeon Encounters, which is like this really like incredibly bare bones role-playing game. The main conceit is that you are traversing some endless or seemingly endless tower that has a bunch of different biomes in it. And the characters are already named. Like, you can't rename them. They aren't really self-inserts. They have their own stories, allegedly. And the interesting thing about it is that it seems like almost entirely phoned in. Like, it looks like it should be, like, really shitty. Like, for example, when you're on a level of the dungeon and, like, everything has XYZ coordinates, as if, like, they decided it wasn't worth it to hide them. And you are literally running around a grid that is damn near a crossword puzzle with, like, zones where you can interact with things, where, like, you can heal in a place, or you can resurrect teammates. You have battles and whatnot, and they're just numbers on this space. And then you're thrown into an area and you fight these monsters, and they all have unique properties. They have full art and everything. And everything does different amounts of, like, fixed versus, like, random damage. And it looks like it should be, like, some boring RPG Maker nonsense, but it actually feels kind of polished. Like, it's still rough in a way that, like, you can still, like, feel personality from it, which I really appreciate. But it's also just, like, really straightforward. It's just like, oh, this is like, whenever I see a white 6 on the board, that means I can heal my people. And that's all I really need to think about it. I don't need to walk into a church and talk to an NPC. I could just press a button and it's done. I can go back to, like, exploring the area, or solving its weird puzzles, or trying to figure out what these new monsters that I'm running into are like. And the battle system is interesting because it's, like, designed in a way where, like, if you know what to do, you can just cruise through it, and you can actually do several fights in a row without like worrying about your party really getting like whittled down, as long as you're aware of the threats that are in front of you. And that allows me to like both breeze through areas that I'm comfortable with, but also wrestle with like things that are new and interesting. It's pretty cool. I thought it was going to be worse, and like this is a game that got like no marketing, no announcement really from like Square Enix. It's just on Steam one day. But I've been fucking with it, and I've been having a good time, and I wasn't sure I was gonna.
Wait, this is a Squinix thing?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, Rocky sometimes still plays Squinix games.
Yeah, I play some Squinix games.
Is Rocky gonna have some Squinix feelings later?
Probably. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm very excited for them.
And the other thing I was going to talk about today was Koromon, which is a demo that I fucked around with last summer, which is Pokemon-like, you know? It's another company trying to capture the things that they like about Pokemon and turn into a different video game. This one takes a lot of inspiration from like the GBA era, you know, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, maybe a little bit of Fire Red, Leaf Green. That's their visual look. Their sprite work is surprisingly robust. They have a great eye for color, and what they decided to do is make a game like Pokemon, but like, you know, features adults. They make jokes, they make choices about their world, and you don't fight gym leaders. Instead, you're fighting like Koromon that are like raid bosses. And I decided to pick it up when it went into full release near the well, like, you know, in the past, but it released like near the beginning of April. And I played a good chunk of it on stream, picking up from my file that I had that I had started that last summer. And full disclosure, there are a handful of things that are built into the game that you can use to adjust the difficulty. Because, you know, Pokemon games historically are not difficult. They're made for children. Like, you know, the 10-year-old can have a challenging experience from it, and like most adults will probably just breeze through the whole thing. And I modified some things. I turned the game on to hard mode, which has like a built-in Nuzlocke feature, which is cool. So like, because one of the things that I dislike about Nuzlocke is that I have to personally hold myself accountable. The game just does it. When Pokemon faints, it just runs into the wild. It's gone forever. GG's. Also, I forgot there was another thing that I switched. But there are definitely like different choices that you're allowed to make. Like, for example, whenever I find a revive, I don't need it because I can't revive Pokemon. They disappear whenever they faint. Mm-hmm. So I can just sell that for extra money, which is a nice thing to have because I need the money. I do. And I ended up fighting this one thing. For backstory, I end up in a city that is haunted. It's actually a retirement community in like the deep forest that is suddenly being accosted by malevolent spirits.
I was about to say, so it's like Lavender Town, and then you're like, actually, it's a retirement community. It's like, oops.
It is kind of like Lavender Town, but it's a little different. And you actually or like the character, your player character, ends up being thrust into figuring out what's going on with the ghosts or whatever, and you actually meet the Koromon avatar of like death. It's essentially Hades. Its name is Illusion, and it basically guides you to going into the spirit world. And you are also given a Koromon form in the spirit world, which seems to imply that humans that pass on in this world may ultimately be reincarnated as Koromon. And as far as the other way around, it doesn't look like that. It just looks like once you're a Koromon for eternity, which isn't a bad deal, honestly, but whatever. And then you have like, you know, a dark world sequence where you try to guide the spirits that have already like accepted their fate, and so that they can be reincarnated, so that the other, you know, more angry spirits can actually pass into the afterlife instead of like fucking with people in this weird retirement community. And then at the end of it, you have to, you know, fight Illusion so that it can give up its form and you can hold on to its essence. And let me tell you, fighting Illusion was a bitch and a half. Even, and like the Nuzlocke wasn't even the worst part of it. Like it's, the game, at least in these particular like raid sequences, feel a lot more like Shin Megami Tensei than they do like Pokemon. Like, they actually had a Red Capote mechanic where when you're fighting the boss and you get it to 0 HP, it's actually, oops, fight's not over yet, and it like revives back at half health. And I don't know if this is absolutely necessary, but the way that I've ended up playing the game seems to be much more focused on like buff management and like controlling statuses than a Pokemon game has ever asked me to do, which is cool. Like, it was definitely a rewarding experience to like overcome that challenge, but like, holy shit, I did not think that was going to happen to me. But Coromon continues to be a cool game. I'm excited to explore the areas that the game has left for me. I did read a little bit into the way people have been talking about it in like the Steam community, and it does seem like that the ending is kind of underwhelming, that like you get to a point where like the game just like doesn't have any more cool shit to show you, which is kind of a bummer. I don't know if that will be ultimately like patched or updated the way that they have. They already had a like week 1 patch that affected some things, because apparently there's a sequence where you have to play Flappy Bird to continue through the story, and a lot of people didn't like that. But I don't know. Coromon's cool so far. I hope it remains cool for the time that I have to spend with it.
Cool.
Are you going to stream the rest of it?
So, I think I am.
Yes.
I mean, I gotta put it, I might have to just add another day on the schedule, because, like, I don't want to slow down triangle strategy, like, at all. But I do know that even though Final Fantasy XIV is getting more content in, like, the coming weeks, I'm actually taking a break, because it's not, like, the raid tier. It's not the next raid tier, and I'm not interested in doing the ultimate. And I can do, like, the story stuff, like, whenever I feel like it, so it's not urgent. So, my week will open up, and so I'll have time to play games in other places. So, I might have a dedicated Coromon day. Just, working my way through it.
Dedicated Coromon Day. I'm down for that. I would watch. I will watch.
Oh, wait, I don't know if you, like, saw the end of the VOD, Teeks, but did you see that we ended up in a desert and there's, like, a pyramid and looks like blue alien people that have kidnapped a sultan or something?
Uh-huh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Hey, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Coromon's doing some shit, and I am not mad at them.
Coromon, I also think it's interesting that, like, the like, afterlife part where you are turned into a Coromon, feels very Pokemon Mystery Dungeon to me.
Yeah.
So, there is also that. I don't know.
Like, if I get, like, a Pokeathlon thing in this, like, I think I'll get everything that I've wanted from a Pokemon game. I think I'll be good.
Ooh, Coromon is the new Pokemon. The people need to know.
Yeah, I mean, like, Coromon, because, like, there are plenty of Pokemon clones out there, right? And, like, Pokemon is definitely not a monolith. The only thing that, like, keeps it in line is its, like, cast of characters, essentially, or, like, the creatures. But, like, Pokemon has been a lot of different things over the past, like, 25 years. And, like, there's a bunch of places where they could be refined or, like, adjusted. And I think that taking little bits of it is like, oh, we only want to talk about GBA Pokemon. Or, oh, we really want to try to take another look at Colosseum or something. And, like, that's cool. I think people taking bits and pieces of it and, like, trying to turn it into something else, something a bit more precise or personal, is a good thing. And people should be open to it.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I think it's fun. It's also a good way, I think, for people to see, like, what other people's favorite parts of Pokemon are.
True.
You know?
Yeah.
That's what I get from a lot of, like, Pokemon clones. Is, like, it's not necessarily that, like, oh, this is a Pokemon game and we're trying to make it exactly like Pokemon. It's like, this is the Pokemon game that I enjoyed and I thought was the best Pokemon game, and I want there to be more of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Which is slightly different than what Pokemon does, which is more cute critters to sell. Money, please, give me.
We need new critters. There's new 10-year-olds, we need new critters. And it's like, I mean, I guess.
I still think about that cat.
A Sprigatito?
Yeah, it's gonna be mine. I was like, I'm not gonna get this game. Then I saw the fucking grass cat, and I went, I'm gonna get this game, aren't I? Damn it. But I do like a lot of the Pokemon, or the Coromon designs specifically, I think are bolder than what Pokemon allows itself to do, because it's not trying to mass market, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, Coromon is Pokemon for adults. And because it's Pokemon for adults, they can do things with their character designs that Pokemon isn't willing to do, like make biblically accurate angels. You know?
I'm like, that evolution is still fucking me up. I hope there's a third one. I don't know if there is.
I hope there's a third one also. There's a Pokemon, or a Coromon in this game, Brian, called Seraphim.
Seraphase.
And it's like an Evangelion, like, angel mask with, like, multiple eyes on it, and it's got 4 wing arms that it uses to fly, and, like, flap in its animation, and it's so fucking freaky. And I was like, I want a team of these, and my opening line when I attack you is, be not afraid.
Tegan shows up, like, I've come bearing the word of my god, and that word is be gone.
Yeah, and then I lose, and I'm like, oh, it is I who should have been afraid.
Oh my god.
Oh, amazing. 10 out of 10.
Tegan, how much time have you spent looking at Bayonetta?
I have appreciated Bayonetta, the character, and the character's design, and cosplayers of Bayonetta respectfully. But I know nothing of Bayonetta itself.
Okay. Well, if you're into biblically accurate angels...
I am.
Offered up as enemies in video games...
Yes.
Respectfully...
Respectfully, I should be playing Bayonetta?
Yes.
Okay. Respectfully, I will give it a look.
Yeah.
Bayonetta has the first 2 games are out on Switch, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I will investigate that.
They are a great time. They are a super good time.
I do enjoy me a biblically accurate angel as a villain. It is fun. For someone who's not religious, I do sure think angel designs are fucking neat, don't I?
I mean, that's cool.
I really do like various, like, ridiculous, wacky Bayonetta supers. You know, like when you string together, like, the 45-hit combo, and then at the end you're like, okay, and now I'm going to turn my hair into a massive guillotine and put your head in it.
That sounds amazing, what?
Yeah, it's Bayonetta.
Oh,
what?
I like it.
Oh, you haven't Bayonetted, so you don't know that she does shit like that.
I don't know that she does shit. No, I know her hair is her clothes, and she is a witch, and she has guns that are shoes. And glasses.
And sometimes she'll land, like, a 50-hit combo, and, like, her hair, while still concealing her most delicate parts, will turn into a giant pirate sailing ship, and she will fire cannons out the side at the end.
That's fucking amazing. Okay. Well, fuck me, I guess. That sounds good and also goofy. God, I can't wait. Okay. I'll add it to my list. I may not stream that, but I might play it on my own. We'll see. We shall see.
So what have you been playing?
I've been playing Horizon Forbidden West Zero Dawn. It's very good still. We're doing a lot of quest cleanup in, like, the back. We're getting towards, like, the second half of the game, because I've gotten all the 3, like, main function cores, and they're like, oh, it's time to go and, like, try to reclaim Hephaestus, and I'm like, what if I didn't do that yet, though? What if I solved everyone else's problems first? Like, that should be fine, right? We did get to reboot the Land Gods finally, which was good. And it literally did, like, get rid of all of the weird plague plant stuff in the Plainsong area in, like, literally 20 minutes. It was great.
Oh, good.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Demeter, hard at work. Gaia, hard at work. Love her. Love her. Hi, Nico. Nico has an opinion on Horizon also. He likes it. I got my first legendary bow. So that's, like, the purple bow. I got my first one of those. And I got some more legendary armor, which has been really fun. And I'm mostly, just doing a lot of, like, running around, which is good. It's fun to, like, do the running around without focusing too heavy on the plot stuff. I might do a little bit more running around like off screen, just because I do want to like do as many of these quest lines as possible. And I don't know that, like, every single questline needs to be, like, featured, if that makes sense. I'll probably do. There's some, like, resource gathering quests specifically that you can get from the Oseram guild members. Like, the Oseram people, but also they're, like, mechanical guild members. That don't seem, like, plot relevant at all. Whereas, like, sometimes the side quests you get, it turns out they are secretly plot relevant. So I'll probably do those just because they seem a little bit like a pain in the butt. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. I don't know. I've also been playing a lot of Hatsune Miku Kara Furu Pareto. It's still good. They just added one of my favorite songs into the game. Okay. Literally yesterday, they added King into the game. And my stupid Wonderland Showtime boys sing that one. I'm beside myself. They're so good. They're so good. Such good, stupid boys. Also, they did their April Fool's event this year was that they mixed around all of the different characters into different subgroups, and they put all of the male characters in one subgroup and called it Fantastasia Squad.
Oh my god.
So dumb, so bad, but like they had him do a cover of a song that's already out, and you can't buy the cover in the game, of course, but like people ripped it on YouTube before they took it down, so like it does exist. It's very good. They do a really good job of mixing all of the vocals so that they sound good in game. It's very nice. The stories are still good right now. The current event is Saki Tenma, who's one of the girls from Leonid. She's celebrating her first Hina Matsuri, which is like Girls' Day, since being out of the hospital, and so her older brother Tsukasa wants it to be the best Hina Matsuri ever. And so he's like going all out for this to have like a good Hina Matsuri party for her.
That's cool.
It's very cute. It's very wholesome. Like, he's just doing his best and definitely overthinking it because she's just happy to be here. So, there's that. It's very fun. It's also a nice, like, the way that they lightly touch on, in the game, like, the significance of, like, what some of these, like, festivals that they're celebrating are, which is fun. Mm-hmm. So, like, they're, in the background, they're, like, setting up the Hina doll display, and they talk about, like, oh, yeah, like, you buy the Hina dolls when you have a daughter born in your family, so you can start Hina Matsuri, like, all that stuff. So there's a little bit of, like, the cultural stuff in it, that I don't think has necessarily been, like, added specifically for the English-speaking audience, because all of these, events are just being, like, straight up translated. So, like, that kind of information was already there, you know? And it's just, like, I think it's nice that they kept it in for us, you know? It's fun. It also helps that I just finished watching an anime about Hina dolls, so... Anyway, that's fun for me. And the event before this was... I know, it was another Wonderland Showtime event, but it's, we got to meet, Emu's, like, family, and, like, learn about her family situation, and the situation involving, like, the amusement park itself, which was neat. It's, like, a good way to delve into the characters' backstories without, like, taking away from, like, any other group's attention, if that makes sense. Because, like, they rotate them fairly well, I think. And the end of each story sort of sets up for a later plot point with those same characters, like, further down the line, which I think is fun.
Okay.
And I don't think it would work as an anime. I think it, like, that kind of storytelling only really works in, like, a game, if that makes sense. Otherwise, this would be, like, a big Naruto anime series. There would be hundreds of episodes. Or they'd have to do, like, individual seasons devoted to each, like, band, if that makes sense. And like, working in the, like, seeing the events from where, like, multiple bands interact, I don't think would translate as well, if that makes sense.
That'd be like a big like Marvel Universe thing.
Yeah, it would be too much. Too much.
Yeah.
But it's been really fun. They're still adding like songs and stuff at a good clip without like messing a lot with like the timing of it. And they just introduced the what's it called? The like daily challenges, and now we're getting event challenges also, where it's like, oh, like if you cleared this, like there's daily challenges for the event where it's like clear this song that like the main singer in it is one of the main people in the event, and like use all 10 of your daily energies or whatever, like that kind of stuff. So they're easy tasks to complete in like 8 minutes, you know? So it's not like they're not asking for like a huge time sink. I also started playing Genshin again, part because I got a new graphics card and I wanted to see Genshin at its full potential, and part because Ayato is just released and I want Ayato. He's Kamisato Aya's older brother. He's a Hydro Sword, and he has boba in his big kimono sleeves. And like he just holds boba tea in his fucking big kimono sleeves. Like that's not a problem. So yeah, he won't come home though. I've pulled for him 40 times. I haven't spent any money. I want to be clear. I did not buy any Primo Gems. These are all Primo Gems that I've previously saved up. I have tried to get him 40 times. I have failed to get him 40 times so far. I'm definitely in soft pity category, and I will have him before the banner goes away.
40 pulls is rough, though, for sure.
40 pulls is rough, but one of the monthly banner pass things, like, goals is to pull 50 times, so I'm definitely going to hit it. And hopefully he'll come home soon because he's cool and I want him, and then I could replace Xingqiu on my team with him and it would be fine. I love Xingqiu, don't get me wrong. I hate fighting the Jingsa water thing. God damn, I think such a bitch. I don't have Ganyu, and Ganyu definitely makes that fight a heck of a lot easier because you can aim your little ice bow up at her, you know? I'm able to do it okay with Aloy, but it's still a pain in my tuchus, so.
I keep forgetting Aloy's cryo. It's still wild to me.
Aloy is cryo, yeah, oh my god. Also, they did, Aloy's birthday apparently happened, like, a while ago, a bit ago. Like 2 weeks ago when this episode comes out. And the person, whoever wrote her, like, letter, all the characters when their birthday happens in game, they write you a letter, and they send you the special dish that they make, and, like, some of their level up or talent materials. The people who wrote Aloy's letter have never seen anything about Horizon Zero Dawn. Nothing. They know nothing. And not even in, like, the fun way, in the, like, how could you let this happen? Who was in charge? I would like to speak to the manager.
Dean's gonna go caring for the Aloy. Okay,
that's so sure. Bad. It's so bad. It's not even a little bit bad. Like, you sent it to me. I will read it to you, because it's bad. Yeah. So we all know about Aloy, right? Brian, you know about Aloy. I know Rocky knows about Aloy.
I'm sorry, what do I know about Aloy?
You know, like, about her personality and stuff. Like, she's tough and intelligent and, like, very much like a let's go and get this done thing, right?
I did play the first one of these video games.
Yeah, okay, so you know all about Aloy.
Yes.
So this is the letter that the dev team for Genshin Impact thought was appropriate for Aloy to send to you on her birthday. On this day, your faithful hunting companion Aloy will officially celebrate her birthday in this strange world for the first time. In my world, people also make big occasions out of birthdays. This got me thinking. For instance, we cherish life, growth, and friendship. These are the things we usually wish for others on their birthdays. For me, Nico, all I need are my friends, songs, and meat. I've already hunted some forest boars. These delicious dishes have made me love your world even more. Let's have a big feast together, friend. In honor of our friendship, the beauty of our worlds, and these delicious steaks. Aloy, with her bow and arrows, will always be with you. I'm sorry, that's not... No!
That's really wild.
That's not Aloy, like, at all. Like, not even a little bit.
It is, however, marketing synergy.
Is it though? Because that's not good marketing for Horizon.
What if I told you, Tika, that most customers are not going to pay the level of attention or care that you will? All they'll do is think Aloy good.
I wonder if, like, Sony ever, like, if Sony decided to fight about this, how would that even go? Because, like, MiHoYo...
No, it's Hoyoverse now.
It's what?
It's Hoyoverse now.
It's Hoyoverse?
Hoyoverse! They changed their name.
Yeah, it's terrifying. Well, yeah, Hoyoverse, I mean, they definitely have a hilarious amount of money. And I don't know if, like... I don't know how Sony would step to them. I don't know what that would entail, actually.
I mean, the thing that I think it would do is it would discourage... I think what this mostly does is it discourages other brands that are games from cross-promoting with Hoyoverse.
Right, like, I don't think Sony gets a lot out of this, really.
Yeah. Like, they definitely misrepresented her character, like, horribly. So, that's the thing I'm most worried about, unhappy with? I don't know.
Okay. I would like to see other characters assume the exact same word-for-word letter. And maybe even some, like, real-world celebrities. Like, I would like to, in Genshin Impact, receive this letter from LeBron James.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I mean, this is just an idea. Is this a bad idea? Like, I mean, come on.
It's an idea. I mean, if the king sent me a letter that said, I value our friendship and meat, I'd be like, okay. It's very nice, LeBron.
What if you got this letter from Pac-Man?
From okay. I mean, Pac-Man's a little more like, so I feel like that'd be okay. You know?
I'm not up on my Pac-Man lore, so I don't know for sure if that's loyal to the character.
He's more into fruits, if you will, than meat.
Yeah, they could probably, if they swapped out the word meat for fruit, I think it would be okay. She also, she doesn't send you, like, a cool steak or anything. She sends you, like, a fancy slime jelly, which is definitely not something that they would make in Genshin Impact. But that's okay, I guess. I don't know. It's interesting. It's an interesting interpretation of her character that I don't agree with. Yeah. But other than that, I was on Chat of the Wild again, talking about the 2 seconds of Zelda footage we got, and also Age of Calamity. And afterwards, after they finished recording, they invited me to their, like, community day, and they had me play Rogue Heroes Runes of Tassos.
Okay.
And it was actually really fun. It's a roguelike dungeon crawling game where, like, you have a main town that you're building up and also, like, you're solving problems for these people. And every time you go into the, like, there's, like, 4 main dungeons, and every time you enter the 4 main dungeons, they're different. Totally different every time. But there are, like, smaller side dungeons that don't change. If that makes sense. And you can unlock different classes by getting the threads, which look like a little spool of thread, for the class, and taking them to a weaver who turns them into the costume, and then you put on the costume and you get, like, whatever the class is. So I have the mage thread, the knight thread, and the thief thread right now.
Okay.
And then I can level up mage, thief, and knight, like, individually. I can swap as needed, or, like, I can team up with up to 3 other people, and we can all, like, play in a game together, and we're each, like, a different class or whatever.
For sure.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Definitely seems like a faster 4 Swords.
Yeah, it's very much got 4 Swords vibes. And it's also got, like, the overworld, like, sprite design is very, very, very reminiscent of A Link to the Past specifically. Like, if you told me this was actually, like, a beta version of A Link to the Past, it would not surprise me. I would be like, yep, that tracks.
For sure.
It's very fun, though. I have been playing it. I've been continuing to play it on my own. I'm not very good at it. That's okay. But I'm still having a good time. I would recommend it. Not just if you like Zelda games, but also if you like roguelikes.
Yeah, this looks like a good time.
It is a good time. I recommend it. It was on sale like a while ago, but I don't think it's on sale anymore. You can definitely pick it up next time it's on sale there. And if you do, we should play together.
Tegan, speaking of The Legend of the Zelda.
Yeah, The Legend of the Zelda. What? Yes.
Did you hear that Nintendo pushed a big patch to their N64 emulator for Nintendo Switch Online?
Did they? No. Did they specifically patch the Zeldas to fix the fog?
These Zeldas no longer look like dog shit.
Woo! I'm so proud of them. I'm glad I waited.
There you go.
I knew I was gonna have to wait to play those, but
yeah. So like that is definitely a thing. There aren't like weird vibrating evil shadows in Mario 64 anymore. It appears to me that they just went and stole a better emulator off the internet without, rights. But
right.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Are you gonna sue Nintendo for stealing your emulator?
Well, the problem is that they're well within their rights to sue Nintendo for the emulator because the emulator is the emulator. It's not
right.
using any copywritten ROMs in the emulator because all the emulator is doing is like replicating a piece of hardware which is now outside of patent. Yeah, the N64 is now out of patent, and so like an emulator.
Oh, so it's fine then.
Right, and so for somebody to come along and like steal a Creative Commons emulator to repurpose it into a commercial product is actually pretty shitty, and they are within their rights to sue Nintendo. But this is kind of how a thing works. Like if somebody has like, "Hi, I have my own pocket, and there's this much money in my pocket." And Nintendo says, "Hello, we're Nintendo. We have this much money in our pocket."
Mm-hmm.
We kind of know how that lawsuit will go. Were it to happen.
Unfortunate. Well, if I were the person who Nintendo stole the emulator from, I would actually go to Nintendo and I would say, "Hello, you have stolen my emulator. I am actually fine with this. In return, though, hire me. In return, hire me. I did that work. I will do it again for money. Pay me for my skills."
How about this one? "Hi, Nintendo, you stole my emulator. Here's my invoice."
Yeah! Ooh, that's also good. That's also good, actually.
Wow.
Bah.
Wow, be fat. I did a Pokemon.
You did! It was a good one.
Yeah. One of my favorites.
Really?
Yeah.
Trebberish, Wobbuffet. You have some interesting taste in Pokemon.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think I like good Pokemon.
I think you like interesting Pokemon. I'm not saying your Pokemon are bad.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. I think your taste in Pokemon is interesting.
It's definitely colored by being somebody whose like main interaction with Pokemon is the animated series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Because
Yeah.
Wobbuffet in the animated series is great.
Oh god, yes. Honestly, if I could just gather up all of Rocket's Pokemon from the series and give them all hugs and a home, like I would.
Team Rocket genuinely treats their Pokemon very well.
They really fucking do. Like they spend most of their time out the balls. They're they're rolling around with them. Like it's like, "Hey, look, here's my buddy. Coughing. Coughing is a good lad.
Mm-hmm.
Coughing is a very good lad."
Here's my Ekans. Ekans is also good.
Yeah. And I love that Meowth so much. But anyway, I hadn't really put down much here for myself, but if we have room, I'd love to talk about a few things.
Yeah, we have room.
Okay. So I had The Thing happen, I guess, about 2 weeks ago at this point, in Wordle. The Thing. The Thing!
The Thing! What is The Thing?
Well,
for people who don't know what The Thing is, what is The Thing?
The thing is that, like, it seems like most people who play Wordle pick a starting word that they always use. Some absolute sociopaths don't have a fixed starting word. I don't understand that lifestyle. but like most people seem to pick a starting word, have logic behind their starting word. They're like, this is my starting word. And my starting word, for the people at home, I think they may know this from a previous episode, is stare.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like stare because it is a 2-vowel word, and the 3 consonants represented in the word are the 3 most common consonants in the English language. So that is my logic behind stare, because usually with stare, I can scoop up something. It's a good opening word. But 2 weekends ago, I put in my opening word, and as those tiles all flipped over green on the first go, I did like one of my biggest ever video game screams when that happened. And the problem is that I'm now sitting here saying, like, here's the struggle I'm having now. It is dumb luck. It is dumb luck. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, I didn't do that. That's not like, I usually feel the best about a Wordle when I solve it in, like, say 2 to 3, because like that's like, you know, being like, oh, okay, I have these letters in this position, which means that I can, reasonably like guess that this is the word based on that. Like, meaning that like actually having like a decent vocabulary and strategy is required. I know that getting it in 1 is literally nothing but luck.
Mm-hmm.
And so that is where I find myself, folks. I'm now overthinking luck, and I'm like, should I enjoy this or not?
Yes. I think you should enjoy it.
Rocky, am I allowed to enjoy this?
You know what, Brian? No. You're not allowed to enjoy it. All right? Because you didn't do anything. And even though the chemicals hit your brain and everything, and you definitely won the video game, you are contractually obligated to not enjoy that moment.
Okay, cool.
I'm sorry.
Awesome.
I think you should enjoy it. I think you should enjoy it. Yeah, like, you didn't do anything. Don't get me wrong. But your consistency in picking one word as your opening word has paid off.
My stare came home from the war.
Exactly. And now you also know that in every future Wordle, stare will not be the answer.
Yeah.
That's the other thing you know consistently, you know?
So that felt weird that first day after stare.
Because you're like, do I want to pick stare again? Should I pick a new opening word?
And so that's what got me thinking about moving to lunge as my opening word. Because when stare strikes out, the word I go to is lunge.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, do I just move on to lunge, or do I pick a new 2-vowel word which has S and T in it? And like, so I thought about moving from stare to stain. Vote now on your phones. Do I move to stain? Do I move to lunge? Do I continue to stand by stare because it has served me so well? What is everyone's feelings? No one cares. Moving on.
Good players win with their favorites.
I think it's up to you. I don't have an opinion on whether or not you should stay with your opening word or not, because I do think your opening word is a good opening word for getting 2 vowels, 2 like commonly placed vowels and a lot of regular words. If there was another word that meets all those needs, I think it'd be fine to switch to that just to like spice it up a little, but I don't think you're wrong in keeping your fave.
Yeah, I mean that is why I did consider stain. You know, because all I would lose is the R. I consider getting also, tell me if this sounds terrible too. After I got my one and done victory, I actually cruised the internet looking for people who do commissioned art. And I'm like, I should get a picture of myself as a Pokemon trainer, and I have a little custom Pokemon standing beside me who looks like a little staircase boy. You know,
Aww.
because my stare has finally come home. And then I was like, that's dumb. I shouldn't spend money on that.
I mean, it's dumb, but you should definitely spend money on it.
Okay, so in review, I should not enjoy this because it is pure luck. And I think
that was entirely facetious. Brian, come on. Are you serious?
I'm doing a bit. So I should not enjoy it, and I should get the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Was that also facetious?
No.
Okay, you think I should get the thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Tegan, should I get the thing?
Yeah, you should get the thing.
Okay. I don't know how I'll be represented as a Pokemon trainer because aren't they like 10? And I'm like,
Not all of them.
No. A Pokemon trainer is anyone that uses a Pokemon. There are several adults in the Pokemon universe. Hundreds.
yeah,
Thousands.
there's
even.
like that one guy who like is like fucking Ash's mom.
Oak?
Yeah, that's the one.
Actually, I'm not even sure if Oak is actually a trainer, which is really interesting. Because, like, I mean, sure, he can, like, give Pokeballs, and he has Pokemon.
He's got
but,
some
like,
Pokeballs, all right.
I don't know if he's actually, like, used a Pokemon, like, in any, like, setting ever, honestly. Like, I think he's a researcher, and that's true, but I don't think he's a trainer, like, specifically.
Yeah, I don't think you ever have to be a trainer.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I think trainers are specifically people who, like, battle.
Okay.
Usually, yeah.
So if you like say if you have like one uncomfortably racially coded Pokemon cleaning your house, you're probably not a Pokemon trainer.
Oh, you mean like Mr. Mime?
That's the one, yeah.
But is Mr. Mime Oak's Pokemon, or isn't it Ash's mom?
That's
I think
Ash's
it's
mom.
Ash's mom.
Yeah. But no, this is just me interrogating the idea of anybody with a Pokemon as a Pokemon trainer.
I mean, if anyone
Well,
with a Pokemon is a Pokemon trainer, then, like, there are definitely kids younger than 10 who are Pokemon trainers. And they say you can't start your journey as a trainer until you are 10.
Yeah.
Mm.
But also, like, I mean, not everyone with a Pokemon is a trainer. I guess trainer could be considered an umbrella, but I think it's different from stuff like, say, like coordinators or like breeders and whatnot. But, yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
I think you can have a Pokemon companion without being a Pokemon trainer.
Right.
I had no idea that more than one Pokemon had been redesigned for being too racist. That's
I mean, I know Jinx was.
Mm-hmm.
Who else has been redesigned?
let's see here. Smoochum?
Yeah, that's Jinx baby. Yeah.
Bellossom?
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Against racist against Native Hawaiians, I assume,
Mm-hmm.
and like Polynesian people.
Yep. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they changed it. They changed it from like purple, like Vileplume and Gloom, to like green.
Yeah. That's a whole thing. I'm also glad that I could type racist Pokemon into Google, and it immediately just returns the Wikipedia entry for Jinx.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, you wanted this one, huh? Oh, man. Pokemon. Hey, do y'all want to talk about Tommy Tallarico?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes. Tell me about Tommy Tellerico.
Well, first I want to hit y'all with Tommy Tallarico's side story because I'm not sure we've mentioned this
There's
before.
a side story.
Yes, because I'm not sure this has come up on the show before. Because there has been so much attention recently around, in television and the Amico and the various failings of that company. Someone unearthed an arrest of Tommy Tallarico from about 10 years ago. And I'm excited. He got arrested driving across the border from Canada back into the United States. And why was Tommy Tallarico arrested at the border? Because he was concealing in his vehicle an undeclared $100,000 in cash.
That's a lot of dollars.
Yes.
In cash, you say?
Yeah. Yes.
Like in a metal suitcase, bound like we're a supervillain, like that.
You probably don't need a suitcase.
It was hidden in a car door.
Yeah.
Yep. And
It was hidden in a car door.
it was hidden in a car door.
Ooh, how do you hide it in a car door and get caught by Border Patrol? How do you fuck that up?
I'm guessing he acted weird.
We have Tommy Tallarico here. Like, he surprises us when he fucks up things all the time.
Simple things.
So he fucking tried to sneak this money into the country, got caught, and then classic move, the government said to Tommy Tallarico, even though what you've just done is literally a felony, we're going to not prosecute you, Tommy Tallarico, but in exchange for not prosecuting you, you're going to forfeit the $100,000 you were sneaking into the country.
Oh my god, that's it?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I don't know how I feel about that. In fact, I think I feel pretty shitty about that. Like, because I have to wonder, like, one, how often are they doing that for like much lower sums of money that people like just don't know the rules about? Like, because the rules are like, if you are bringing more than $10,000 in, you have to declare it. So if you're bringing in more than $10,000 in cash, you have to declare the value. So how many times does somebody have money maybe in that range because they were like traveling and using traveler's checks and now they have money left over or whatever? Like, let's just assume somebody has closer to the bare minimum but over. I just want to know how often is the U.S. government just taking people's money and going, okay, in exchange for not prosecuting you, we're just going to keep all of your money.
Like, literally always. That's what civil forfeiture is. Right?
And I think I hate that. Fuck the cops.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nobody's right in this story. Like, Tommy Tallarico knew what he was doing because it was in his fucking car door. Like, if it had been, like, in his luggage or, like, sitting on his car seat, I think we could say, like, Tommy Tallarico arguably didn't know what he was doing. But I think if you have the money in your car door, you know exactly what the hell you're doing. I mean, obviously not in his case because they caught him. But, like, he understood that what he was doing was illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, flash forward 10 years. Let's get the latest from the world of Intellivision. So, on Thursday of the week that we recorded, in the morning, John Alvarado announced later today there'll be a big announcement from Intellivision. And then sometime shortly after he said that, one of the longtime weird, aggressive Intellivision supporters from Twitter and YouTube, Retro Bro, came out and said, I don't think I can support the Intellivision anymore. I think this thing's going to fail. And I don't think that Intellivision management has been necessarily honest with all of us.
Wow. You think?
Yeah. And then Retro Bro, who was obviously still on, like, one of the things that, like, people had been accusing Intellivision of for some time was providing their press releases in advance to all these, like, shitty little YouTubers who had, like, 200 followers.
Right.
Including Retro Bro. And so then Retro Bro just provided the press release that they gave him. And he's like, yeah, here's what they're going to say later today.
Oh my god.
And it was exactly that. And Intellivision's big announcement was that they were doing yet another price increase on the Amico.
Oh.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So the Amico now with one controller. Now, for those of you keeping track at home, the main selling point of the Amico has been local multiplayer, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing they sell themselves on. The industrial design of the product is based on the idea of two controllers resting comfortably on the top of it. That's why it looks like a foot bath.
Mm-hmm.
So, it is now the Amico with one controller is $330. and with 2 controllers is $370. They have also reduced the total number of color configurations available. It will now only be available in Galaxy Purple and wood grain. That is it.
No white? No glacier white or graphite black?
That's right. Those are out. Also, GameStop has removed the Amico from the US website after a little bit of a fuck up. Just a teensy bit of a fuck up. GameStop did not update the ship date in their systems for the Intellivision Amico, which they had set as March 31st, 2022. So the low number of people who had pre-ordered the Amico through GameStop's website in the US got charged in full on March 31st.
Yep.
And had to pursue refunds through GameStop.
Yep. Did you know that there are reviews on GameStop's website for the Intellivision Amico?
I did not know that.
Can I read you one of these reviews? A 5-star review even from Amico Gaming Enthusiast?
I would love to hear a 5-star review from Amico Gaming Enthusiast.
Posted 7 days ago. The review is titled, Worth the Price of Admission, parentheses, Truth. It says, superior design compared to cheap aesthetics of Series X and Switch. Controller is really responsive and immersive. The UI and main menu are worry-free and you can go right to your games. The packaging of the system is very pleasing. Online multiplayer is not an option right now. Leaderboards seem to not be active. Of those pack-in games, Farkle was the most complete experience. I can see other games need patches. The future is really bright for this system. Rumblings of a special edition of the Atari IP, Combinera, were spoken of. Sell... And then it cuts off. There are also 2 1-star reviews. The first 1-star review says, how can there be reviews of something that no one has? Does this even exist? Why is the sky blue? Which is an excellent review, honestly. And the second one, posted 8 days ago, from Jacob Livingston, says, too many in-app purchases. The console promised no microtransactions, but failed to deliver on this promise. All games are broken down to microtransactions. The menu system is also very laggy, and the console only outputs 720p instead of the advertised 1080. Not recommended. That sounds like somebody who actually has one. Hello, sir? Jacob Livingston, hello? Can we speak? I would like you to come on the show, and I also would like to buy your Intellivision Amico system from you. Actually, Brian would like to do it. Please.
Yeah, so...
Who are you? I have to know. Who is Amico Gaming Enthusiast also? I have to know.
So, word around the campfire is that at this point that Intellivision has laid off their entire staff except for the executive level. And that, what they're looking now for is, a contractor model to finish, the broken software that they have left. And the idea behind this, price hike is to not support the console with any further games, just ship it with these 6 shitty pack-in games, and then to call it a day.
What about those games that they sold the box art for? Those 4 extra games or whatever? What about those guys?
Shrug.emoji?
Amazing.
Yeah! Isn't that great? The last time somebody checked, because all those cardboard boxes were NFC tokens, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
The website that the NFCs lead to is now down. So...
Amazing.
Yeah! like, so Brian is continuing to monitor LinkedIn and TikTok for updates to Intel.
Oh, that one girl who was working at a television amigo, has she posted an update?
She has not. I'll put it this way: she has not posted an Intellivision themed update.
Okay. So nothing being like, I was laid off, or anything.
Right. So nothing since what it like working at a gaming company. She has posted some more videos about like, hey everybody, like if you taught yourself to code by going to a 2-week code boot camp, like here's how to get a job. And so she's posted some of that, but like nothing more about working at Intellivision. So I have to assume that she's part of the platoon of people that have been laid off in order to continue to like pay for Intellivision to be a place for Tommy to fucking garage his Ferrari until this thing implodes.
Right.
God damn it. What a disaster. What an absolute disaster.
Hey Netflix, we think you're working on a documentary about this absolute clusterfuck. Can we come be on it? We don't need to show you our faces or anything. You can just take snippets of our podcast. I'm fine with that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like I am deeply, deeply curious about the when Tommy was like, oh yeah, Netflix was in here shooting footage, like what was that for? Like like because I have to hope that like somebody was just like, oh, this thing's a train wreck, and that like the various people at television are just such like bizarre egotists that they couldn't understand that this documentary was about how to like just kind of like how Joe Exotic didn't understand that this video was about. Yeah. So like
when that launches, I want to do a watch along. I don't care. I want to watch it on live.
Yeah, honestly, that's something I would love to like watch with our listeners. Like that's the kind of thing that I would love to like fire up Discord, figure out the logistics, like make the fucking popcorn, poppity pop pop pop. I'd be like, for sure. Yeah, like, all right, everybody, does anybody have like a chilled bottle of Jaeger sitting right beside? Because here we go. Like
right, exactly.
You're like, that is.
God. Every time Tommy Tallarico talks about how this is like the big success thing, take a shot.
Tigger, we want people to live.
Are you sure about that?
I do.
Okay, that's fair. God, wild. Amazing, beautiful, perfect. Tommy Tallarico, you fucking idiot.
And all of the various like, I don't think that we haven't talked about the unboxing video that they posted either.
We haven't, no. We did watch it.
Yeah.
Or I watched it anyway.
So many different good things about the unboxing video. I love how, like, obviously, like, beat up and in shitty condition the air quote, like, production box was. But they're like, hey, check out our box. And you're like, Jesus Christ, who stepped on your box? The other, like, one of my other favorite things about the box is so many different people who are fluent in, like, the 5 different languages which are featured on the side of the box. Because it's supposed to be EU packaging that he's showing. Are just like, this is obviously terribly machine-translated French or machine-translated German. Like, there's just, like, huge incorrect stuff in the European languages featured on the packagings. Like, people who, like, freeze-framed, zoomed in are like, yeah, this is literally Google Translate Italian. Which I find to be especially hilarious since, like, Tommy Tallarico is so, like, weirdly defensive and proud of his Italian heritage. Like, he's constantly talking about, like, oh, like, where my ancestors come from, they have a saying, and, like, that kind of shit, and, like, the best they could muster was Google Translate Italian.
Hey, someone got paid $100,000 a year to do that Google translating work, man.
I would love to get paid $100,000 a year to drop a shitty Google Translate on a box and then dip. Are you kidding?
Those people are, like, those people are going to have such great stories. I hope that they're not NDA'd to hell. I mean, like, honestly, in television, it seems so incompetent that I don't think they would have NDA'd them to hell.
Even if they did NDA them, I'm not sure that the NDAs are fucking valid because of how bad they are with everything else. Like,
because like I don't think. I mean, I hate Tallarico and everything, but I don't think he's gonna be broke after this, which is, you know, a shame. Like, I mean, I think this is definitely gonna fail, and it's gonna be a huge mess.
Right.
That will take years to clean up, but I don't think Tommy Tallarico is gonna be like broke in a ditch somewhere. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, there was Tommy Tallarico did a thing at the most recent Video Games Live performance because, you know, since this whole thing is like blown up and become the train wreck that it is, you know, now there are a television of Miko watchers, you know, like myself, who are like, I'm a wild man. I'm going to get me a ticket to Video Games Live to see if Tallarico is still talking about the Miko on stage like he had been doing some last year. Because there were Video Games Live performances last year where, like, Tommy would, like, whip out an Amico on stage and be like, hey, everybody who's come to Video Games Live, I'm going to stop the concert to now just stand here and talk about the Amico for 20 minutes. Which, you know, obviously people hated. But he didn't do that at the most recent Video Games Live performance in Vancouver. But what he did do was use a bunch of Disney footage, pretty obviously without authorization, during a Kingdom Hearts suite. And played a bunch of Disney footage from Disney movies, then talked about how he's good friends with the designer of Kingdom Hearts, and how he provided a lot of input on the original Kingdom Hearts.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure.
And my uncle works at Nintendo.
Just he's that guy. He's basically lying about having involvement in Kingdom Hearts. I'm like, what the fuck? Ugh. So there's your television Miko corner for the week. Which I was hesitant to include in news because like the news was basically a SKU reduction and a price increase and a mistranslated box. But I look
God,
forward.
It's good though.
Yeah. God, these people. You know, shout outs to them. Would we like to talk about proper news?
I mean, yeah, we can talk about proper news.
All right. Proper news. Oh, that's me.
Yeah, that's you! Oh, you're the first proper news story. Amazing.
Yep.
Played yourself.
I'm sorry, you just say please yourself?
I said played yourself.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw to proper news. Proper news is also me.
The Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia now owns 96% of SNK.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah. And so, like, I guess anybody who still felt comfortable buying SNK products when he only held 33% of the company, I could kind of understand that because it was a minority stake, you know. But
for people who don't know what an SNK product is, we may have some people who are unaware.
Sure. I'd say that their most famous products are King of Fighters and Samurai Shodown. Yeah. And probably up there would be with the Neo Geo console. If you're as old as Brian, it was that console that you couldn't afford when you were a kid. And your parents were like, what is this? What? The console is how the games are how much? What? It was that one.
Gotcha.
Yeah, remember when I worked at Babbage's as a teenager, my manager owned a Neo Geo. he also had a purple Camaro Z28, if that tells you anything.
Mhm.
You know, so that tells you the type of people who were contemporaneously buying Neo Geos.
Sure do wish I could have worked at a Babbage's and be able to afford that.
Yeah, that is also a very valid point, Tegan. Like, that he was able to be the purple Camaro driving, Neo Geo buying.
Yeah, manager of your local game store.
Yeah.
My, how the turns have tabled.
Oh, yeah. We've had these conversations, I think a lot of them off air, Tegan, about how it's a very different company.
Mm-hmm.
And, and that when I worked there, it still very much felt like a family company because it very much was a family company. And I was like, and it's like, oh yeah, we know most of the people down there in Grapevine, Texas. That's where the boss is from. That's Grapevine, and you not only knew your DM, you knew everybody's DM and everything, and yada. But yeah, man, I miss that company. I'll put it this way: I miss that version of that company.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
So yeah, like the very shitty Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia now owns SNK. I feel like this news is probably most relevant to Rocky and myself. Rocky because of the FGC, and me because I am old and like old things. Rocky, how do you feel about this?
It's not surprising. It sucks.
The part of it that I think I am like most bummed out about is because like I am in a position now where I'm like, yeah, like I don't think I could get behind buying any SNK stuff at this point. Like this man literally had someone dismembered in an embassy. Like what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Like I mean, there is even at this point like an intellectual distinction between like say buying something from Activision Blizzard before they finally get absorbed by Microsoft and SNK, because SNK rolls back to a single person at this point. It is a person who has literally greenlit and authorized actual murder. As in, capture this man and then murder him. Like, as far as I know, we can't lay that on Bobby Kotick. As far as I know.
As far as I know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Activision Blizzard is also like publicly traded with wide distribution of shares. So it's not like it all rolls back to one dude. This does roll back to one dude who is an actual despotic murderer. And like SNK has been talking, especially as a result of this cash infusion, about how they're going to re-enter the hardware market. And the thing is that like I could actually see a path to them having limited niche success with that, because fighting game fans, if nothing, loved like hardware that caters to them. So like if SNK does release a new console, like I can see it having niche success. Like it definitely won't, like I don't even think it would have success like say something like the Playdate would. Or anything like Steam Deck would, but I think that it would definitely, meet with some success for people who are like, primarily, I like to play video games with a giant stick in my lap.
Mm-hmm.
But I hope that some members of that community would now be like, I am hesitant to buy the new SNK system because I do not want to participate in a campaign which is designed to rehabilitate the public image of this person and this country. So please think before you buy is my position.
I think that's a fair position to have. I don't think you're asking too much of people.
Certainly hope not. What the fuck is Pac-Mom?
Oh. Okay, no, hold on, Brian. You're going to love this, right? So,
is she hot?
In fact, you already actually know her. So, there's a dispute that's been going on between Bandai Namco and At Games, right? They're fighting over some copyright thing. And there's a developer, or an artist, in Paraguay that noted that in the re-release of Pac-Land, there is a character that looks a lot like Miss Pac-Man, but instead of having her red bow and red shoes, she has pink bow and pink shoes, and she's referred to as Pac-Mom. Her full outfit is a pink hat, gloves and heels, and instead of, the orange gloves. That was the thing I couldn't remember. Baby Pac has also been palette swapped, and her bow is now a flower, and she doesn't have her pacifier. The thing is that a couple years ago, we didn't report on it, but Bandai Namco sued At Games. And At Games, they make mini consoles and arcade cabinets, right? And what happened over the course of that lawsuit is that At Games bought the royalty interest in Miss Pac-Man, which means that if Bandai Namco releases anything with Miss Pac-Man or Baby Pac in it, they owe residual payments to At Games, who they are also currently actively suing. And so that doesn't stop Bandai Namco from putting out anything with Miss Pac-Man, but they would be paying their opponents if they were to do it. And so their workaround is that they've palette swapped the character of Miss Pac-Man and Baby Pac with this new Pac-Mom character. And she's also going to appear in the Pac-Man Museum Plus game, which will show up near the end of May.
I think this is my favorite part of the show is when Brian starts with a sentence and then just goes.
Do you like those news stories which pretty much just put a quarter in Brian?
Yeah.
So, they're kind of fun, actually. I'm not gonna lie.
I swear to fucking God.
Come on, Brian.
Just pay them. Oh God, I hate capitalism so much. Oh my God.
Oh man, it's just the pettiest bullshit. It's kind of amazing.
It is so petty.
Oh my fucking God. Dude, we're getting Pac-Mom because somebody has a graph in a meeting?
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. You got it.
Oh God.
That's our favorite kind of character introduction, though, isn't it?
Oh man, it's just like, yeah, they bought the residuals. So
Miss Pac-Man got sub-zeroed because of a graph. Fuck.
Oh man, but yeah. Oh shit, that's so really funny.
I just can't, and neither can they.
No, they cannot. They don't.
They
have the
cannot. We can.
What the fuck?
Brian's like, what the fuck is a Pac-Mom?
What is a Pac-Mom? Well,
I mean,
I'm glad you asked.
I was hoping that she'd be 9.5 feet tall, and have 3 daughters,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
But no.
Nope.
But no.
No, instead it's a capitalism.
Oh, God. Okay, although I'm going to put this out, listeners of our show, if you want to give me fan art of a vampire Miss Pac-Man who's wearing the big hat, I won't object.
You heard it here first, folks. Brian loves a big hat.
Brian does love a big hat.
Yeah.
I think it's just the Southern in him. That makes sense to me.
Yeah, I know. It's good for going to the horse races and getting drunk at. I mean, that is absolutely my favorite part about, finishing off a 12-pack of Miller High Life is once you're done, you got a hat.
Oh my God.
Man.
Bet y'all didn't know that.
No, I drink real drinks.
I just fuck these people.
Yeah, of course. They're idiots.
I mean, we're not disagreeing with you, Brian. I want to make that abundantly clear. We also agree, fuck these guys, but
just pay them. It's like, how? Oh God, no.
yeah.
Why?
No, yeah, no, yeah.
I mean, like it doesn't even. It's not even fun.
Mm-mm.
Like they could have been, like, she could at least be Pac-Mommy, like, but no, they're just like, nah. She is graph-driven palette switch.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Graph-driven palette swap is a good band name.
Oh, fuck. I mean, at least all of the reasons for the palette swaps in Mortal Kombat are, hey, we smoke too much weed and we're kind of lazy. And
please look at this character now in pink.
Like, like, you could just kind of picture, like, Ed Boon, but like 25 years younger, kind of like leaning over your chair and going, "Do you get it? The ninja is wearing purple and his name is Rain. Do you get it? Do you get it? Purple Rain. Do you get it?"
Oh.
Oh,
I get it now.
Oh, Tegan didn't get it before?
No.
Tegan, the ninja's name was Rain. He's the purple one.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Purple Rain. Like the Prince song.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Ah, I got it. Okay,
yes,
okay.
because Ed Boon is a big fan of Prince, so they did that, yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. And I love that, like, a game like Mortal Kombat, which has, like, ridiculously overly complicated lore, has all of these fucking ninjas, because they're like, okay, whatever, we can just, like, get one guy in here, have him put on a fucking outfit, and then change the color of, like, the mask and stuff and post, so that way we have more than one character. Hey, everybody, it's Scorpion and Sub-Zero. But this sucks. I hate this.
I know.
Does it suck or is it secretly brilliant?
No, it's not secretly brilliant, Tegan. This is absolutely unmitigated bullshit.
Okay.
Fucking Pac-Mom. Because you idiots couldn't hold on to your own residual rights. Like, get fucked.
I mean, I know that, like, Miss Pac-Man is weird.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the history of Miss Pac-Man. But, like, get your shit together. How many decades have you had to get your shit together regarding the rights to Miss Pac-Man?
So many.
A lot of years, yeah.
So many. It's not even funny.
Like, I feel like I should. All right, I've got to check something now. Just I have to get something for the record.
I love it when Brian has to get something for the record.
Okay, good. I got it for the record. So Miss Pac-Man was developed by General Computer Corporation in 1982, right? So the year that they made the ROM hack for the original Pac-Man board was 1982, and that was the year that Midway got Namco angry at them. But so you're saying that or even better, January 13th, 1982 was when it was made available. So what they're fucking telling us is that in the intervening 40 years, 40 years.
Yeah. 40 years. Yes.
Bandai Namco has not been able to fucking sort out the total ownership rights of Miss Pac-Man.
Correct.
Have they considered fucking off?
Well, I don't know if fucking off makes them more money, Bran.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Just fucking sack up, pay for it once and be done. Just do it. God damn. Son of a bitch must pay. All right, what else are we talking about?
Good news, Brian. We're about to talk about some more tentative ownership, which is our favorite thing now. Ken Panders, the guy who wrote for the Sonic Archie comics, Ken Panders is seeking legal advice on suing Paramount after the Sonic Movie 2 release. Beautiful. Love it. He's claiming on Twitter, of course, for everyone and their mom to see, that the movie uses two of his characters, his OCs do not steal, from the Archie comic series. These characters are, so, like, Panders does admit in these tweets, he has not seen the film. He has not seen Sonic,
Amazing.
the movie too.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, the characters that are his are Knuckles' dad, because he owns the rights to Knuckles having a father.
Oh my god.
And
oh, fuck
and
me.
His character Enerjack, who that Paramount used as an inspiration for the Master Emerald's ability to grant the users power. Even though the film never mentions the emerald, the Master Emerald containing the spirit of a living being, like, or doing anything like that. It's very good. It's very good. His first claim was that the film's producers used his comic book character Enerjack, a demigod who possesses an echidna, acting as their evil alter ego. This does not happen in the film. For anyone who's wondering, that doesn't happen. But anyone who uses the Master Emerald can be granted power to defeat, like, armies, which he says is close enough. You know, and not something that's ever happened in any game since, or whatever. You know, it's, yeah, fine, right? Or something.
Yeah.
Also, he takes issue with the depiction of Knuckles' as father. He does not specify if he believes the character he did create, whose name was Locke, is similar enough to the unnamed father in the movie to warrant legal action. But he did say he would be fine with all of this if he just, like, saw a paycheck from all this. And it really does not sound like he's got shit, honestly. So, yeah. That's what's going on in Sonic Universe now. Ken Panders is a piece of crap. What a garbage man. This is not there's no way this is a real lawsuit. Like, I think you're saying that word, Ken, and it doesn't mean what you think it means. Like, these are not your OCs do not steal. They did not steal them.
Oh god.
Yeah? Yeah?
I mean, all right. So, I hate Ken. I thought it was Panders, not Panders.
Panders. Yeah, Panders.
Um,
You're right. I'm saying his name wrong the entire time, but
okay.
Also, fuck this guy.
No, it is Penders.
It is just Penders. Yep.
I guess you could use that name in the square.
But... I know that, like, he basically, like, owns a bunch of characters, like, through trickery.
Yeah.
Like, he was doing contract for hire work, right? Like, he was working contractually for Archie Comics, right? So, as a hired gun working for Archie, under the terms of a contract which said that, like, the work he was producing was owned by Archie, and that contract in turn interacts with whatever the contractual agreement was between Archie and Sega. But he went and got himself a bunch of, like, copyrights granted for characters that he created in that comic. And like I know that he has basically been making it a mess.
He's turned some of them into NFTs, like Green Knuckles, which is Knuckles the Echidna, but green. Go on, Brian. Sorry.
Oh.
Didn't mean to interrupt. I just thought you'd appreciate that.
And like I know that he did some like bullshit, like it's Echidna, but it's spelled funny, and now there's an apostrophe.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Impossible Coin is brought to you by our new sponsor, the Internal Revenue Service.
The Internal Revenue Service. They fuck you, so we don't have to.
Which way do you swipe on the dating apps for fucking?
I think swipe right for fucking.
Okay.
Or up, if you want.
Or up. Mm.
Okay. IRS, they always swipe right. You know, there you go.
God
damn.
Right.
Turn-ons, $4,209. Turn-offs, not having $4,209.
Turn-offs, having way too much money. If you have more money than God, the IRS is not interested in you, and that's unfortunate.
They find that to be deeply unerotic. They prefer you to have a small to moderate amount of money, which they can then take, because you do not have the income to hire an army of fucking accountants. Yes. Jesus Christ!
One day I would like to be a math wizard. This sounds amazing.
It's overrated.
Can I be a math wizard in Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, that's what Sacred Geometry's for.
Nice. I will become a math wizard.
Once again, there's a company that I do not speak for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that company is Amazon.
Right.
And I remember New Year's, when 2022 happened, the former CEO and chairman of the board, Jeff Bezos, posted a picture of himself on Instagram for New Year's where he was wearing this incredibly loud shirt, and he was standing beside an infinity pool that he owned, and he had a large neon sign that he had commissioned behind him of the word, the numbers 2022, and there were fireworks that he had paid for exploding in the background, and he was wearing the loudest, ugliest shirt I had ever seen, and he just had some chick hanging all off of him. And I remember looking at this photo and thinking, this is one of the most gross and brazen displays of wealth I have ever seen. Because everything in this picture appears to be paid for.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
Also, the photo itself. I doubt he took it.
Right. Oh, yeah. This was not a selfie. This was not, I will precariously perch my phone here and use the timer function. There was definitely some caballero standing there with a nice camera. Like, everything about it spoke to incredible excess. I would wager that it's possible that he may have spent $4,209 on having that photo taken.
Oh, God.
Not necessarily the various things that are featured in the photo, just the act of having the photo taken. But anyway. But then again, Impossible Coin, brought to you by the Internal Revenue Service. Subscribe to our new OnlyFans, the Internal Revenue Service.
Oh, God.
Wild.
Where were we?
It's your turn, Brian. Unless you want to say some shit about Ken Panders. I almost called him Kevin Panderson, which is extra wrong. A very incorrect name.
Yeah, like I guess like the things that I hate about him are that like I hate copyright filings in bad faith. I mean, it's the same thing as like patent trolling. Like you hear a company is working on developing technology, and so you go out and you like file a patent for something that you actually haven't completed yet, just so that way they have to buy your patent from you. And they're like, I'm honestly of an opinion that like what he did is no better than that, because like he was working as an employee for Archie Comics and like went out without telling anybody and filed like trademarks and copyrights associated with the characters that he created for it, knowing damn well that what he was doing was like employee based labor for Archie. Like there is no reason that his claims of ownership of those characters should stick. None.
Mm-hmm.
Just fucking none. And he has managed to like complicate and tangle up the publication of Archie Comics in like intervening years, because Sonic Comics. Like Sonic had to burn the bridge with Archie that they had a good business relationship with because of this fucking guy. Like Sega was like, yeah, we're not going to renew the contract with Archie because of how it was made more complicated by this guy, so they had to go to a different publisher. And now, like Sonic Comics are like famously have to tiptoe around different fucking ideas because this idiot is like famously lawsuit happy. Like he sued Archie Comics, and then Archie Comics sued him back. And he's previously sued Sega.
Mm-hmm.
He sued Sega in 2011.
Yep. It was settled out of court.
Yeah. So like, man, fuck this guy. Like he's, and like, and as near as I can tell, like, it's not like he actually has produced any kind of like work outside of his employee-based work for Archie, which is like of any note, like his original work. He lives as a copyright troll. That is what he lives. Like that is how he do. Nobody gives a shit about this guy's work. Like fuck him. Like this.
Yeah, it's a whole mess.
Yeah.
For sure. But also, like, Twitter doesn't even agree with them. Like, Twitter's like, like, that's not how this works. You have no claim. And he's like, no, it's fine. I'm talking with experts. Bye. And it's like, half the people responding to you are fucking lawyers, my guy. Whatever. It's fine.
I still think I hate that less than Pac-Mom.
That's
yeah. It's like Pac-Mom. They're like we can't make Ken Penders be better, you know. But like Bandai Namco, it's just like suck it up, pay at games, move on. But they're like no, you know, like Lord Almighty. I wish I had better news, friends. And you might think that it sounds like good news when I say that Activision Blizzard is converting contracted QA workers to full-time employee status and giving them a pay increase. I mean, that sounds like good news, right?
Mm-hmm.
But upon closer inspection, it appears to be that this is at least partially motivated by union busting. So Activision Blizzard has announced that they're converting all temporary and contingent QA workers to FTE status, and they're going to be making at least $20 an hour, and they're going to be getting healthcare and all that good stuff. And so then somebody asked the question, okay, all QA testers at Activision Blizzard? And the answer is yes, asterisk. What is the asterisk? The asterisk is QA testers at Ravensoft, one of Activision Studios. And why isn't the QA testers at Raven getting full-time employment status, a new minimum wage of $20, and healthcare? The answer for that is because it was the QA testers at Ravensoft that unionized. So they unionized. They created the Game Workers Alliance. They formed that through the Communication Workers of America, and right now those are the only unionized employees within Activision Blizzard, right? Yeah, the rest of the employee base, the rest of the QA testers, none of those folks are union, but very specifically the QA folks at this one studio are now union, and so Activision Blizzard was like, our hands are tied. They're like, we can't give these full-time employment contracts wage increases in health insurance to the QA testers at Ravensoft, because that would require renegotiating the contract with their union. So our hands are tied. So we have to give this to everybody who's not union, who's a QA tester.
Oh my god.
Rocky Tegan, I'd like to perform a quick two-person survey if you have the time. Do you think that if Activision Blizzard contacted the Game Workers Alliance, a division of the Communication Workers of America, and said, we would like to give the union members at Ravensoft a higher wage, FTE status, and healthcare, that the union would have any problem with that?
Yeah, they wouldn't fight about it now.
Right.
I don't think so.
So does this seem to be a way to try and encourage union members at Ravensoft from leaving the union?
Yeah.
Yeah. So are we comfortable calling this a union busting tactic?
Yeah.
I don't think they're acting in good faith. I'm not sure if I'd call it union busting outright, though. I think that any behavior which, like, materially incentivizes employees to give up union protection is union busting. I understand that.
Yeah. This is gross.
It is gross.
And it made me think about, like, one of the things that Microsoft said about, like, when they would assume control of Activision Blizzard. They said that when they assumed control, that they were going to respect and act in good faith with any unions that would already be in place at Activision Blizzard. And it, like, it just makes me just look at this and go, like, is there somebody at Activision Blizzard saying, like, we have to bust any unions that form before, by the time this, like, buyout is complete?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't be surprised if there isn't a whole room of people, like, saying that exact same thing.
There's probably some fucker with a graph in that.
I mean, I'm sure there's a graph in there somewhere.
Oh, God. I hate this. You know what? Although I would like for on this show for us to be more emotionally weary for a reason that's less emotionally taxing. So now is hopefully the time of the show where Tegan does psychic damage to Rocky.
My favorite thing! No, I'm kidding. So the Kingdom Hearts 20th anniversary is well underway. Congratulations, Kingdom Hearts, for being 20 years old. There were several announcements this morning that were video game related, and then several announcements that weren't video game related. The announcements that were video game related are that the final chapter of Kingdom Hearts Dark Road will be released in August 2022 as a free update to the Kingdom Hearts Union Cross Dark Road app, which is available on iOS and Android in certain regions. Then they announced Kingdom Hearts Missing Link, which is a new iOS and Android game in certain regions that features 3D action similar to the mainline entries, and a closed beta test will be planned for later this year. In this Missing Link game, though, everyone is dressing up like their Nomura-style Victorian England pirate outfits. So that'll be fun.
Right.
For cosplayers. And also people who like Heartless dressed in big fancy dresses. And then they announced Kingdom Hearts 4, but no release date or release window or what consoles it'll be coming on to. We get a glimpse of Sora in the new world of Quadratum, which is the Verdum Rex world. So that's fun. And some gameplay and like a little bit of story tease. And this announcement at time of recording is 4 hours old. And the apartment that Sora starts at in the beginning of the cutscene for Kingdom Hearts 4, the announcement, has already been located. Sora's been doxxed.
Yeah. We know exactly where Sora lives now.
Yeah, Sora lives in Aoyama, Tokyo. The apartment he lives in is apparently, you can buy it for $2.1 million, or the equivalent of $2.1 million. It is a 200,000 yen a month apartment. It's lovely. It's very good. And someone has actually identified the street that he fought the Heartless on. And it is in the same prefecture, and apparently the salon specializes in Afro hairstyles. So,
True.
Fun facts. Fun facts! Isn't this great? Love this for Sora. Haha. Are you excited, Rocky?
No.
No! Why not?
This is what I've been waiting for. This is the gravy I seek to consume.
Why
Okay.
not?
Sure.
Isn't it good?
No, it's not. And I have a lot more problems that I never conceived were actually going to be a thing, but here we go, right? So first off, first of all, Dark Road Union existing still in the year of our Lord 2022 is absolutely fucking insane. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to talk about Missing Link, which just seems like some random spin-off that will have 2 new characters minimum that will matter in Kingdom Hearts 4. But Kingdom Hearts 4, in this weird sanitized photorealistic world, is going to do one of 2 things, right? And I'm pretty sure it's going to be the second thing. One, this is Square Enix apologizing to Nomura for not actually getting to make Kingdom Hearts Versus 13. And which could be cool if that actually happens. And based off the movement in the trailer, that could be a thing that's coming. But what I think is happening, actually, is that the reason we're finally getting news on Kingdom Hearts 4 is that Disney is on board, which would explain the visual look change, because when Disney gets involved in video games, they want the Japanese developers to make shit that looks like this. Mm-hmm. And the fact that they're moved to this super sanitized city, it's still the Quadratum, which was in Kingdom Hearts 3, but it's almost certain that what they're going to do is that they're going to make it so that the Avengers show up in fucking Kingdom Hearts.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the Avengers!
Yeah.
I forgot the Avengers are owned by Disney.
Yep.
Oh no!
And so all that shit's happening.
You know what else is
we're
coming,
getting
Rocky? Help me, Sora. You're my only hope.
Oh yeah, no. Like Rey Skywalker is going to be in Kingdom Hearts 4. There's no way she's not.
Yeah.
I don't know if Finn's gonna make it. It'd be a shame. But also, that's not even really the thing I cared about. One of the things that I had to confirm with Tegan earlier this morning, is that on the battle system, which is in Japanese, so like it's harder to read for Western audiences. It looks like Kingdom Hearts 2, but there's a mysterious option on that option list there. You have fight, which you know, and then magic, and then item, but the 4th one reads build. That's what it is.
That's right.
And it's an active option. that Sora may actually be able to do Fortnite-style building. Hell, if Sora's not in fucking Fortnite before Kingdom Hearts 4, I will be fucking surprised. But yeah, this shit's happening, and the worst part of it is that, like, the combat with Darkseid or whatever, it's higher fidelity and whatnot, and it gives the illusion of you doing, like, new and crazy shit, but, like, I already know that the only way to get up to hit Darkseid is to take that one jump off of that car onto the zip line and then run through that cinematic building thing, because you can't do anything else. And then you have your action command, which is like the exact reason I stopped playing Final Fantasy 15. Like, I got to like the Leviathan fight, and then I was doing the cutscene stuff, and then I said, wait a minute, can I do anything else? And the answer was no. And I was like, well, what happens if I don't press the button on time? Nothing. The game will wait for you. And that's something that, like, it's like I would be playing a game that's just a cinematic experience waiting for me to press the button so we can all go off. It's the whole, like, say the line, Bart, but like a video game, and I don't want to do it. I'm not interested.
You mean the thing which very much often happens in, like, giant billion-dollar Sony first-party games? Like, press X to make, fucking khaki shirt yell go whoa while he falls down a mountain, and like that's what you did. You pressed X, so like it's arguably interactive at this point. But like, I just when I was sitting there like looking at this like perfect sort of garbage about like Kingdom Hearts, and I read about the build button, and I looked at fucking everything, and I'm like, oh man, I'm like, this is gonna do so much psychic damage to Rocky. I feel so bad for him.
It's okay. I don't fuck with Kingdom Hearts anymore. It's fine. I actually had a friend of mine who just tweeted, it's like, actually, none of you are getting Kingdom Hearts. I'm going to go kill Nomura right now.
Amazing.
So I'm waiting for those follow-up deets so I can get on a plane. So,
I'm very excited. I'm having a blast, honestly. Mm-hmm. This is so fun for me. Because literally everybody was freaking out in a Discord that I'm in. And someone was like, who's this girl, though? And I'm like, oh, she's from, like, this particular mobile game that was region locked to Japan, and also you can't watch it. Mm-mm. And someone was like, why are we doing this? And I'm like, oh, did you play the Melody game? Did you play the Guitar Hero Simulator? Because that's plot relevant to this game. Plot relevant, yeah. And they're like, what do you mean it's plot relevant? And someone else came in and said, literally every Kingdom Hearts game is plot relevant. None of these games are spin-offs.
Yep.
It was very good, very funny. Had a blast. This is so fun for me. I love watching Kingdom Hearts fans. They're having such a good time. I do want to know what the build command does.
We know what it is. Like it builds terrible shit.
I want to know what terrible shit though. Are we building Disney related stuff? Is it going to be like how in Kingdom Hearts 3 where, like, you could summon the traditional, like, Disneyland rides? Are we going to be building, like, Disneyland resort-themed stuff?
Oh, God. Yeah, probably.
In the middle of downtown Tokyo? How, like, I've seen mixed results of people being happy and upset with Sora's new design. And a cosplayer I follow who is obsessed with Kingdom Hearts has pointed out that his hair is actually, like, returning to its original state.
Yeah, like it was when he was, like, a kid.
Yeah, a kid. Before, oh god, what's his name? Before, like, the Vanitas or whatever was in his heart.
Oh, yeah.
Or some shit. Like,
yeah,
he's
so
no longer in his
Sora.
heart. Yeah, it's just pure Sora, and that's what his hair looked like when he was in, like, kindergarten or whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
God, it's so funny. I'm so happy about this. It's wild.
So I have a few thoughts. First, I have a thought on the build command, which is, do you remember that time that Disney made a sandbox building game which had 0 microtransactions in it that everybody gushed and loved because all you had to do was buy the little fucking amiibos, which would unlock tools for the building. It was called Disney Infinity. Mm-hmm. And it was like you could do shit like have Han Solo run around with the Incredibles and, do superhero stuff in Incredible City. Or you could have, like, Kermit the fucking Frog hang out with Indiana Jones and, Beast from Beauty and the Beast and have a good time and just, like, mix and match stuff from the various worlds. Or you go do, like, missions in the various worlds of these characters, but you could build your own play area, like, entirely from the ground up, like, in a way, like, where the building commands were very reminiscent of Fortnite, and it was incredibly beloved because of the flexibility in building. There is a small but passionate segment of Disney fans who loved that product a lot, loved that game, played it on 360, played it on PS3, played it on Wii U. Those people are all going to be fucking crushed because the build of Disney Infinity was something which promoted creative play, had a lot of missions in it too, and now is like I'm absolutely convinced that might as well just read the Fortnite button. It could just be called the Fortnite button. Like, oh, Rocky, we didn't even discuss the possibility of concerts or live events in Kingdom Hearts 4.
Oh, God. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, an Utami Hikaru, like, live event in Kingdom Hearts 4 would make a lot of money.
I'm just saying that, like, I could see that being a thing. I could see them being like, hey, everybody, like, like, Sora's notice that there's a concert downtown. Let's go. And it also wouldn't surprise me if there's a mode in the game where you're not Sora, but you're like a build your own avatar Disney fan.
Mm-hmm.
What are the odds that this game has an equivalent of the Disneyland Fast Pass?
Oh, well, I mean, it will absolutely have one of those.
Yeah. Because I was just, when I read this news, I was like, what are all the things I hate the most? And I was like, these are the things that will be in Kingdom Hearts 4. There will be a digital version of a Fast Pass. There will be live events. Like, it will not be good building like Disney Infinity. It will just be the Fortnite button. My guess to your earlier question, Tegan, about like what kind of building it'll be, is my guess is it'll be like pre-designed, prefabricated structures, so that way that they're consistent with Disney branding and IP. Like, like, press this button and now you've got the fucking like bramble thicket from Sleeping Beauty. Press this button and now you've got like the cool jalopy that the bad guys drive in from 101 Dalmatians. It's going to be a press a button and this thing pops out button. I'm absolutely certain of it because, like,
do you have to gather the materials beforehand?
Of course, because
of course you have to fight them in the levels as you're running around.
Because
are they gonna put hidden Mickeys all over downtown Tokyo? Oh yeah, they are.
Of course, we have to put as many player treadmills in this fucker as possible.
Right, exactly. And so, like, they're already announcing, like, merch for the 20th anniversary. There are currently a set of, very nice crystal glasses, like little shot glasses that are $770 US not for the set. There's three glasses in the set, but you have to buy each of them individually for $770 US. Super Groupies is announcing another collaboration, with like watches and bags and stuff. And people are taking bets on whether or not they're making Sora's new shoes, which of course they will be. Of
course they are.
It's just very fun. I'm just having a lot of fun. I like seeing when the Kingdom Hearts merchandise comes out because it's always so expensive.
Yep.
I feel bad. For the fans.
Also, like, they said that, like, this is the launch of a new trilogy. That said, fully expect this to be a living product until, like, Kingdom Hearts 5 comes out. And
will we have to wait 13 years?
No, we won't, Tegan. No, okay. We will never have to wait that long again for a Kingdom Hearts game. Because this is all about that fucking Disney pipe. They are riding that pipe now.
Well, to be fair, like, while there was a 13-year gap between Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts 3, there were several Kingdom Hearts products that were made available in the meantime.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they have announced several Kingdom Hearts products that will be made available in the meantime.
And
so will we have to wait 13 years again?
And if you want to figure out what fucking products, and this is the way, I hate calling stuff products, I hate calling stuff content, but honestly, in this particular case, it feels right. You know what I mean? If you want to figure out what products and content are going to be in fucking Kingdom Hearts 4, of course you'll have your dipshit Mickey, you'll have your dipshit Donald, you're going to have your dipshit Goofy, of course, because you have to, because those are integral to the Kingdom Hearts branding now. But you are definitely going to have stupid Marvel World, maybe multiple stupid Marvel Worlds. You are going to have stupid Star Wars World, and like they will milk that in a way that allows them to return to it later. My guess is that it's going to be fucking Tatooine, and they're going to make you hang out with the goddamn Mandalorian and, like, you know, what is his little name, Grogu? And it's going to be like, here's the Mandalorian and Grogu. Enjoy, everybody. There's the Mandalorian. The Mandalorian is joining your party.
See, Star Wars and Marvel don't do as well in Japan, though. So I'm not entirely convinced that they would force both of those down the game throat.
Tegan, I agree, but also remember a couple different things here. One, Squeenix and Disney are both companies like increasingly like globally minded, and Squeenix has shown now with like several releases that their, you know, ostensibly previously Japanese focused RPG products can do just fine, if not better, selling to Western markets. And so, like, I am sure that somewhere in the room there are people with graphs who are like, this is going to do fine in the total global market. Like, how this plays in Japan was probably a consideration, but a consideration that appears on page 4 in the appendix. Yeah. Just think about how companies are like so totally risk averse now in a way that, like, the idea of releasing a movie or releasing a TV show or releasing a book or a video game or a comic or anything which is designed to cater to like a specific nation or a specific demographic is increasingly something like less and less companies want to do. That's why, like, this is why there is like, this is, we've stumbled into, we've backed into a speech accident.
Here's the thing though, like, no, I do get it, but adding the like superhero genre and the Star Wars genre specifically is catering to a specific audience that isn't already interested in Kingdom Hearts and like all the bullshit that's going
China's
on.
Gonna
so that
love
would
it.
be that China will not, and that I think is the risk.
No, China eats Marvel up.
China does eat Marvel up, but
Star Wars up too.
Right, but I don't think, like, and so does the U.S., but that's not, like, that's a change from, like, your Kingdom Hearts core.
Oh, and you throw some bullshit-ass, cartoon-ass worlds, and you lead the marketing with those. Those are going to be the first worlds you see, right? It's like, hey, everybody, look, oh my gosh, it's Turning Red World. Whoa, we're turning red. Available on Disney+. And then they're going to be like, hey, everybody, whoa, it's Cruella World. You know that great new live-action film that came out in 2021? It's Cruella. Wow, it's Cruella World.
Cruella did terribly. I don't think the 101 Dalmatians world would be put in just because Cruella did so badly.
The reason I say the Cruella world, Tegan...
The Twisted Wonderland games, though. The Twisted Wonderland games might be in there. But I don't think Cruella would be in there, I'm not sure Turning Red would be in there.
The reason I think Cruella will be is that they've already greenlit Cruella 2. They've already flipped that switch. And so, like, if you're trying to create like if you're trying to create a content pipe that makes sure that people are thinking about the things that you want them, like when you get them to spend money on this because you want them to spend more money later, you have to think about what else you need to sell them, which means 110% hope everybody's ready for Avatar World.
See, I'm still more likely to think that they're going to put in the anime gotcha game for Disney villains than Cruella.
Where do you rate the likelihood of Avatar World?
Avatar's coming to Netflix. Avatar Blue People or Avatar Last Airbender?
Blue
People.
Okay, Blue People, not coming on. I don't
Disney's
think so.
paying for 4 of those fucking movies, and each of those movies cost $300 million. Are
they?
Yes,
are they actually?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, we're gonna see Avatar movies like well into like 2030 teaks.
How?
Yeah, the first one of these goddamn things comes out in December.
Nobody even talks about the fucking Avatar movie anymore.
Yeah, but it also made more money than God when it came out.
Yep. And so if you're a giant soulless corporation that wants to remind people what to buy, Avatar World feels like a really good idea. Also, coming to motion picture movie theaters June 23rd, 2023, is Indiana Jones Part 5. So Indie World feels like a good idea, too.
If it's coming 2023, though, and this game has no release window even, it's going to be too out of date.
Then I feel like it's an even safer bet, because after the 5th indie movie, we're getting the Indie Disney Plus series. So, like, then there's that. The thing which I don't think is going to be in there, which I would actually advocate for, is because like Disney can't figure out what to do with it, is the fucking Muppets. I don't think we're going to get Muppets World, even though I think Muppets World would be baller. Your thoughts, all? Do you think there will be a Muppets World?
No.
Oh.
I mean, but I already don't think any of these worlds that you think are coming are coming.
You don't think Marvel World's going to happen?
I don't think so.
You don't think Star Wars World's going to happen? This is a situation where I'm willing to lay money on this.
You can do that, but I don't have any money to lay on it.
Tegan, I could really use $4,209.
I mean, that's great. I don't have $4,200 to give you. Like, not even as a joke.
Oh. Vote now on your phones, listeners. What worlds do you think are coming? And also, what worlds do you hope are there? It's 2 separate questions. Like, one speaks to your cynicism and your awareness of the world. The other speaks to what you'd like to see. What'd be fun?
If none of these worlds that you think are going to be in there end up in this game, I would like you to go out and genuinely enjoy something.
Tegan, that's a really mean-spirited comment.
Thanks.
Because you realize what you're implying is that I don't enjoy anything ever.
Yes, I realize that, but that is also a bit on the show that Brian doesn't enjoy anything ever.
Which we know to be untrue.
You're right, exactly.
Yeah. Just so long you acknowledge the fact that you're a liar.
Yeah, no, I understand that I'm a liar.
Rocky, I mean, we arrived here because I wanted your psychic damage, but you did the quietest on this topic.
Yeah, because I don't care about Kingdom Hearts anymore. I've divested from the series. I've said this before, I feel like, but, like, I'm not waiting on pins and needles for the day that Kingdom Hearts tries to win me back. It's not going to happen. I'm done with that.
So if Sora tomorrow was in a Tron suit?
Why would I care about that? Why would that appeal to me at all, Brian?
Why
does anyone like Tron?
Tron is fine. It's just, I don't care.
Like, like, there's Donald. Donald's in the Tron suit, and he's like, he's riding the cybercycle, and he's really bad at it. Man.
So everyone, this has been our show. It's called Impossible Coin. We do it twice a month. Once again, we want to thank you for your feedback. And there's a thing that I normally say here. There's music at the beginning and end of the show. It was created by our friend Big Sach. You can find his work at soundcloud.com/BigSachNJ. Maybe drop him a line on Twitter at Hillary_Swank. Our logo is also a t-shirt and it was designed by Laura Morand. You can find her stuff on Twitter at Laura Moran. Consider donating to her Patreon. She does good work. Speaking of Patreon, we have one of those too. It's still deactivated at the moment, but we're cooking up some new content. We hope you enjoy it.
On that Patreon front, really, really good suggestions in the survey. Really armed us with some great ideas. So thank you all who've answered. And if you still haven't answered the survey, you still have time. It's pinned on our Twitter.
It's going to be up until the end of May.
Yeah.
Or the beginning of May.
The beginning of May, the end of April.
End of April, beginning of May. If you want to talk to any of us, directly, you can find us on social media. I'm on Facebook and Instagram. Brian's on Twitter, Tika's on Tumblr. It's all on Possible Coin. No dashes, underscores, anything weird like that. Please continue to enjoy the podcast wherever you find it. But that's us. That's the show.
Peace.
Bye!
Later.
I have rejoined. All right. Um. Yeah. Yeah. So I think that like I think that Sony's position definitely has to impact Nintendo's decision making. Um. Where Nintendo has this like um I'll call it like quasi friendly relationship um with Microsoft because Microsoft is a technically a third party developer for Nintendo. Like they have to go do the whole like third party dev stuff for them because of Minecraft Dungeons and Minecraft and Ori, um, meaning that like um, once a year Phil Spencer puts on his third party dev hat and sits down with Nintendo. Um, they don't have that with Sony, and also like Smash Bros is like theoretically in a place right now where like Nintendo is, I guess, in between. Um, exactly. Like they, like, previous like entertaining or dealing with like the community has, like, from a business standpoint, like made sense to them because you're like, oh, okay, well, like we're still, theoretically like peddling new content for this. Like right now, Smash Bros is a game at rest. Like they're like, Smash Bros Ultimate is done. We have introduced all the characters. All the content is out there. We have nothing new to push. Um, like we have no interest in this. Not like what I think would have been interesting is if like um and it might have been possible if like Nintendo had a less adversarial relationship with Sony, would be like if Nintendo had come back to Evo and said like, hey, we're not necessarily interested in putting like Smash in the tournament because right now we're really between games there, but would y'all be interested in little Mario Tennis for this tournament? Because like I definitely heard a lot of people who consider themselves like active in like the fighting game fan community speak very highly of that game, right? And like speak very highly of it in like in the context of like thinking about it as a fighting game. Um, and it would have been neat to see the game positioned as such, but I guess Nintendo doesn't even have the incentive for that kind of like radical thinking right now. Um, like Nintendo either thinks they're promoting a game or they don't. Like for them, it's like very binary. Like once they were done with supporting ARMS, they were done with supporting ARMS. And like right now they're not supporting Smash. Like, um, but I would like to have seen them, participate with a game that they were actually supporting, like Aces. But they don't have a working relationship with Sony really, so like that's not going to happen. Okay, okay, I'm with that. Um, I think that's news. Is that news? Are we newsed? Okay. Little housekeeping. I was planning on restarting Patreon services in March. That is now no longer happening. Stay tuned to find out if it happens for April. So at some point we may start dancing to you about Patreon again. In the meantime, um, you know, if you're an active patron, please understand you are not currently being billed. Um, and if you are thinking about uh, patronizing us, please patronize us in sending us rude emails, but don't patronize us in trying to send us money because we're not currently accepting it. um, Ragi, take us home. Um, yeah, I did want to like shout out Lauren on a couple like big contracts that she just landed. Um, she's doing the official cover artwork for Jack White's new solo album. So, you know, that's awesome for her. And also is got an expanded contract with Topps for trading cards. So I continue to absolutely just be like mind blown that we have such a great logo from such an in demand commercial artist. Like, yeah, that's so neat. That's so neat. Um, thanks for hanging out. Peace.